With over 38,000 confirmed cases and over 600 deaths, coronavirus has changed the lives of many in Kenya. The first confirmed case in Kenya was reported on 13th March 2020.
I want to inform you that the Ministry of Health has confirmed the first coronavirus case in Kenya.
Within a short period of time, schools were closed, offices went into working from home, employees were sent home on indefinite unpaid leave, others were laid off, transport was affected, be it by air, water, or land. Prices of masks and hand sanitizers went up. Let us not forget the panic shopping that we all witnessed. This pandemic also exposed our police forces not only as law and order enforcers, but also brutal individuals with no mercy for the common mwananchi. Here are the statistics of the people we have lost to police brutality. May their souls rest in peace. We had a chance to interact with some COVID-19 survivors and a representative of the hospitality industry in Kenya, and these are their stories.
My name is Pastor Timothy Kitui, and I'm a COVID-19 patient. I'm a management consultant, a pastor, and a gospel music artist. I'm married to one wife and blessed with 3 children. I realized that I had COVID-19 after I had suffered for a week. I actually almost died before I realized I was suffering from COVID-19. My symptoms hit the worst on Monday night, Tuesday morning, but I got tested on Thursday of that week and my results came on Sunday. Immediately I tested positive, I received a call from an officer from the ministry. And so they are fully aware of who we are and where we are. But beyond that, there is nothing. If really they are interested in protecting that other person, then it should not just be like, please put yourself in self-isolation. Just try and see, as I am isolating myself, how well are you also supporting me? I'm staying here because I'm avoiding to put another person's life in danger. If there is a budget for COVID and the COVID victims are not in this budget, don't you think a lot of sense has been lost? My fear number one was, I'm testing COVID as the last option. Everything else has tested negative. I was afraid that I would be suffering from another illness that might take us so long to realize what it was. Having experienced the worst on a Tuesday morning, by the time I was getting tested, a lot of fear about if I'll cope with COVID had already been lost due to those logistical challenges and the failure of the systems to get me supported in time. Even when I was given the results, the officer that was giving me the results was in a bigger shock, because unfortunately the officer that gave me the results at Lancet is the same officer that tested me. And I remember when he tested me, he was not dressed in the full PPE kit. He only had gloves and an apron like a chef. When he was giving me the results, I looked at the shock in his face and I was like, I don't think that shock is for me. I think that shock is for him, because he remembers vividly the experience that we had in that room. And I'm very sure with the type of interaction I had with him and I tested positive, if he survived, then it is just by the grace of God.
It is as real as it is. COVID-19 is real. I want to tell people that COVID-19 is there. It is very real. It looks like a fantasy when people speak about it, but when you get it, you realize it's very real. But as WHO and ministry tells you, COVID-19 is just a very small thing, it's just a flu, for lack of a better word. The greatest myth I would talk of with COVID is the myth that people say if you have COVID is a death sentence. Like if you get it, you die. I must say that it's really just a flu, and people should get it out of their mind that COVID kills or COVID is a killer disease. It's just normal flu. As long as, of course, the ministry talks of underlying condition and your immunity is okay, then there's nothing to be scared of COVID. I can tell you, for example, for my children, they did not show any signs. I think for them, the immunity was a bit higher. The adults, we were showing some few signs here and there, but for them, we thank God, they did not show any sign.
There is a very big assumption out there that COVID can only mess up with your health if you have underlying problems, if you are old. Our immunity as Africans is strong. I've even had it among believers that this is a demon in a purple. If you are a serious believer, it can't come your way. I will say it's the highest time we looked at COVID from a different perspective. It is real. It is until you have interacted with the virus that you will know how immune your body is to the virus. Don't use other people's statistics to judge yourself.